going to become unsuccessful? Frank, we can be successful and have enemies. Huh? Be unsuccessful, too. We can have friends.
I got these niggas, Breezy. Don't worry about it. Let that bitch breathe.
Everybody know Hov had to share words with his fellow man and competitor like Mace, Cameron, Jim Jones, 50 Cent, and Jada Kiss, just to name a couple. But the one that broke the mold and changed Jay-Z's life forever was the infamous battle with Queen's Finest, known to some as Godson, but to most as Nas.
It was just like little things. It always starts like that with rappers, you know what I'm saying?
Doesn't it though?
Yeah. It always starts with, people talking, and then,
Was he had said something?
Yeah, then that talk, makes you say something. And
So if you know Jay like we know Jay, he had to drop something crazy, and he came back with Super Ugly.
I don't got a two-way you gauge. This is not beef, this is rap, homie. I don't have a scratch on me. You feel Jay soft?
they say you measure by your competition, the level of your competition. So, I want to compete with the best.
Yeah, Nas was classic, but you also had the classic battle with Mace and Jim Jones.
What transpired with the whole Rockefeller thing, man?
Nothing, the niggas is hot garbage. I put the bait out there and he actually bit it, which was ironic to me, you know what I mean? Due to all the feuding that him and Cam had for the previous and things like that, and he bit the bullet, and I just happened to be having my hand on that trigger.
Hey, Black! Hey, Black, what Rockefeller selling right now? What they got out?
Hot doodle.
Thank you.
Platinum that. Everybody talking platinum this. Nobody got no platinum
Brandy
hits.
record.
Yeah, you go. Nobody got no platinum hits, and I had the Gold Boy at the time. I ain't like that.
Okay. So then, did he?
I think he was triple. Like he's on his way to triple. I had the Gold Boy. He went in heavy on me. I was like, yeah, he went in heavy on me on the nobody got no platinum hits, and then they made a tape. He had made a tape that was circling because everybody got the same group of friends. He was hanging like on 141st, and I had the whole,
Your team was up there as well.
142nd.
Close.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there was a tape circling around.
A freestyle?
I said in the record. I said, drop the record. I said, you listen to the record. I say something about the tape.
Can't mess with Jigga spitting weak, something like that.
I forget the line, but I know I said something about the tape. Let it go. I was saying, drop the tape.
Let it happen.
Don't play with it. He never dropped the tape.
Hey yo, you better think twice, yo, before it's a rap. We up in here, who fucking with that? Yo, it's no competition, yo, we crushing you cats. In the cats, busting off, yo, we busting them back. You better think twice, yo, before it's a rap. We up in here, who fucking with that? Yo, it's no competition, yo, we crushing you cats. Busting off, yo, we busting them back. Purple Heart vet, I'm here to claim my respect. Been hanging around the game like the chain on my neck. You don't want me to get up and bet these hot ones.
This is Chaz Williams, and you're getting ready to hear my story.
Chaz Williams, American Gangster. Now, I guess, how did the whole BET thing come about, man?
Well, basically, they contacted me, as we've kind of been taking our story and trying to get it into a film form with Dame Dash in the past, so the story was a little out there, just a little bit, not much. But I think they got wind of it, and they initially contacted me. And at first, I was a little reluctant to do it, because what I, and at the same time, it kind of motivated me to do it, because what I saw their program was about was it was like the only thing in the first season, that they showed was that the guys that was in the life or whatever, that they ended up either dead or in jail.
Okay.
So, I had a problem with the program.
Itself. Okay.
Because that's what the message was, And I think that for TV's sake, that's the message they kind of wanted to convey, to the public. But, I was saying that, that's not my ending, and, I have another story, you know what I mean? And,
Exactly.
That everybody doesn't end up dead or locked up for life. You know what I'm saying? So, I had to just make sure that they was going to tell the story in its entirety like it should have been told,
Was you happy with the story that was told?
Yeah,
or?
yeah, they kept it, they did edit it. It was a little harder than that, actually. It was actually harder than that.
In what way?
Some of the comments that I said, during the course of the program, they edited out.
So can you give me an instance for like what was one of the comments that you might have wanted to get out there that because it was BET?
I wasn't remorseful. Basically
Okay.
I said that I'm not remorseful. I don't, I'm not sorry. I'm not regretful. I did what I did. I served my time, paid my debt to society, so to speak. And I moved on with my life. And I had issues with, my problem. I'm not trying to promote, the way of life, but it is what it is.
Exactly.
And, I understood the consequences and what happened. I said stuff like, some of us, make mistakes and some of us made choices. I made choices. You know what I mean? I made a choice to pursue what I wanted in that way, and I'm not sorry about it. I'm not sorry about the time I did.
Were they pretty much accurate with their story?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, did they come to you and get the information, or did they do their own research?
They do their own reseast.
Okay.
They go out and get their own material. They do ask you if you have pictures of you as a youth or stuff like that. But for the most part, they go to other people to get pictures, like family members. They pretty thorough.
So they go in.
Yeah, they go in. Definitely go in.
So that was one comment that you wasn't. What was something else that
well,
they
no,
might have?
just that. For what I saw, I'm not gonna say I'm sorry, and I don't see why that. That sometimes the community thinks that you need to say that. It is what it is. I mean, like most dudes are sorry only after they get caught. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not sorry. You know what I'm saying? And my thing was what I made decisions based on, if you saw the program, based on what I saw as a youth coming up.
Exactly.
Some of the things I saw in the South, how black people were treated. They still treated like that today in some instances. If you go to Louisiana. If they ain't said they sorry, I ain't saying I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So that was like the main thing, and I think some of the comments, they kept some of the comments in there. I felt about betrayal. They kept some and they took some out, so that was pretty balanced.
How do you feel about betrayal?
Well, I feel that like I said on the program, that loyalty is everything. If you commit to something and to some people, then that's what it is. Through thick or thin, through sickness and health, and all of that. It's a marriage. You know what I mean? And it's together until death do us part. That you're supposed to ride it out. You know what you're getting into. Before you get into it, and you should know what you're getting into and the consequences of what you're getting into. So there is no surprises, and there shouldn't be no betrayal. And that is always out there. It ain't always that you're going to get away.